Hello, well, right, so, welcome back to the second Roundtable podcast. I think we're going to make this into a series. I think, first time we're doing it, like, maybe it could be a one-off thing, but yeah, I think this has actually got some potential. We can actually make a series out of it. So, what should we start off with? Okay, let's start off with Assassin's Creed gender options and my personal theories on it. So, well, fairly recently, people have been talking about the gender options in Assassin's Creed Valhalla and how both of them are canon. And I was a bit confused by that because, like, in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Alexios and Cassandra, only Cassandra was really the canon character, and it was just the Animus getting confused because of the blood or something, which is kind of dumb because how come they knew what Bayek, genders was? So, and he was ancient as well, so I don't know, I was a bit confused by that. But in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, they're both equally canon, so this does ask some questions. So, fairly recently, Ubisoft they've come out with a comic called Assassin's Creed Valhalla: Sons of Glory, and it does explain sort of the beginnings of Valhalla and a lot of story things. But I think Walshy did a video on it, so yeah, shout out to him. And in that, he said that his soul, or her soul, was sort of kind of set. It's sort of muddy. It's kind of, not right. So that's kind of interesting to me. I think maybe I've got a few theories on it. It's either the Isu, so Ivor has a high amount of Isu blood, and it's kind of confusing to the Animus, and I don't know, maybe it's doing something confusing his gender or something. Maybe it's the Animus itself, sort of writing history differently, or maybe it's kind of supposed to mean it has some kind of meaning in the story, and I'm kind of curious what it is because I was very sceptical to start off with, but I mean, I want to be proven wrong. Right, so, next. Changes. There will be some changes to the channel. I think I'm going to be a bit more consistent with uploading, although I do have kind of school and stuff to keep up with, so I won't be probably entirely consistent, but I'll try and do my best. And recently I've been kind of starting to do live streams. Well, I've done one live stream, so it's just a live stream, but yeah, I did quite enjoy that. I'm doing Bioshock at the moment, so I'm playing Bioshock, so yeah, so you can see on my YouTube, you can probably see me stream Bioshock quite often. I usually just stream it when I have the time to. I don't really have a schedule for that. Yeah, I'm enjoying that. I'm really enjoying that. I could do a video on that if I wanted to. Cyberpunk. Now, Cyberpunk 2077 has delayed itself for the third bloody time, right? No, I don't think it's the third time. It's the fourth time. Let me just check. Hang on. I think it's the fourth time. Yeah, it's the fourth time. So, why? Okay, this is my problem with the sort of, because I don't really mind if they're setting out a really far away release date, and if they're taking ages on the game and saying, right, this game's going to take a while. If they could just say, we're going to push the release date to something really far away, and then we slowly retract that until it gets close to an actual release date, instead of putting a more kind of closer release date and then pushing it outwards. I think that would make the fans feel more happy and almost make fans more excited as the kind of release date comes forwards, instead of pushing it forwards and just saying, oh, it's going to be the final time. Oh, we're going to do it, push it even further, which is just kind of. I mean, I get it. They need to spend time on the game. They need to perfect the game to its level, which is a lot of game companies don't do. But at least think, right, it's going to take a while. Let's just say we're just going to push this release date as far as possible, and then going to push it back a little bit. I think that's what CD Projekt Red should have done, and probably other companies should do. Also, I have a show recommendation. I'm recommending a show, and it's probably one of my favourite shows of all time, and that is Avatar: The Last Airbender. I love Avatar. It's absolutely magnificent. Why am I recommending it? Well, I saw it this year, fairly early actually, and I was on Netflix. Yeah, and I watched it from start to finish, and I was just blown away by what an actual animated cartoon can actually achieve in terms of storytelling. Is one of my favourite shows of all time, if not my favourite show of all time. It basically it kind of is set in this sort of kind of Asian inspired kind of fantasy world with kind of different like benders with kind of different elements and stuff, and it's very kind of rooted in it's got a very kind of hard magic system, which is quite satisfying, and it all makes sense, and the characters in it are really cool, and especially, I mean, I don't want to spoil stuff, but they're very, very three-dimensional characters, like better than stuff you get in films and movies. I mean, films and TV shows. So yeah, Avatar: The Last Airbender is a masterpiece, and if you've got Netflix, just watch Avatar: The Last Airbender. It's just awesome. Right, so I think that's it for now. I'll give a shout out. Shout out to Goranx on Discord. It's his birthday tomorrow, so happy birthday, Goranx. Hope you have a laugh on that day. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm gonna probably live stream more. The content's gonna be more often. Watch Avatar. I think CD Projekt Red should have done a different thing for Cyberpunk, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, you can subscribe. If you like the video, please, it's appreciated. And I think that's it. Yeah, okay, goodbye, and I'll see you in the next video.